So today's video is going to be a bit different. It's not going to be about running. I'm going to do it on basically on dementia, because people have a lot of questions, and well, to be honest, I don't actually have all the answers myself. I do know it. I know it personally myself, but you know, it changes every day. Actually, to be fair. So I've entitled this episode "A Day in the Life," but I'm actually going to. It's not really just about one day. It's about 3 days. So it's basically what's happened over the last 3 days. So what looked like was going to be a great start to the week was suddenly made horrible with the sudden horrific dementia headache. But even after dosing myself up with like as much painkillers as I could get, including me dementia tablets, it wouldn't shift, and it lasted for, how long did it last for, Diane? Yeah.
2 whole days.
It lasted for 2 days, and during that time I couldn't do anything other than like just try and find a comfortable position to lay or sit or whatever. And then as a result I didn't didn't sleep either, so it's kind of like messed up my sleep for a few days. That's why at the moment I'm actually sitting here recording this at 3:36 in the morning. I don't know where I read it, but insomnia is actually a problem with dementia. And then I'll go like, you know, days where that's all that I do is just sleep and sleep and sleep. And the other thing, I wanted to say this as well. Yeah, that's what basically happened over, you know, that's been my week so far, dealing with that. I also wanted to say that 90% of dementia is not good, but 10% alright, but not alright at the same time. Yeah, but I know that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What I was going to say was that I'll no longer worry about anything. Well, that's not actually strictly speaking true, but because I do actually worry, but I'll only worry there and then. So, say one of the kids comes to me or mum and says like, you know, oh mum, we've got this problem or that problem, I'll worry about it then. But then, as the day progresses, I'll forget about it, and whereas the kids are still worrying about it, and my wife, Amanda, is still worrying about it, I'm not worrying about it at all, because it's completely gone from my mind. So, that, yeah. So, you know, I don't know if you remember, if you read like, no, not read, what was it? If you listen to my first YouTube video I did it was basically an about me. But in there I said that I can't remember anything that happened yesterday, and that's true, I can't. I can remember, say for example, I know for a fact that it was either yesterday or the day before I had to go to Tesco and collect the grocery shopping. You know, I think they call it click and collect or something like that. Now I can remember going, and I know that we picked up, because Lily, my daughter, came with me, I know we collected groceries, but I couldn't tell you for the life of me any one single item that we put in the bags. So yeah, memory's bad. And obviously, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you listened to that video, but I don't remember like important events from my life Now I know that I got married, and I have one memory of it, and I remember seeing my wife, or my to-be wife then, Amanda, walking up the steps towards me in her wedding dress. But that's it, I don't remember anything else. And also, I also know that I was actually there for the births of both my kids, but I don't actually remember anything about it at all. So it's kind of weird, you know. It's like my memories are other people's memories, if that makes sense. So if someone asks, like, you know, my wife or one of the kids about something that's happened, and they'll tell me what's happened, and that actually becomes my memory of the event, but it doesn't last for long, if that makes sense. It's just like some really special moments in my life. Like I said, marrying my wife was probably the best day of my life, and I, you know, despite losing all my memories from years ago, that one memory of her walking up them steps is one of the things that I've remembered. What else? Oh, another positive about dementia is I can watch and re-watch TV shows and movies like I've never watched them before. So, you know, I can, you know, it's all, watching something's great. I'll never run out of something to watch. Having said that, I don't actually watch a lot of TV, so, you know. So I don't know what else would I say. That's about it for the good things. The worst aspect of having dementia is losing a future, losing a successful future before you retire, many years before you retire. So, you know, sometimes like I get criticised by people who have like loved ones who have got like what I call the old people's dementia, and they'll say, well, you know, it strips them of their personality, and that's terrible that happens. But the way I look at it is horrible. I'm not discounting that one bit at all. But they've had their life, they've lived it, and it was probably a good life. They were able to work for all them years and then retire, and then they got dementia in the latter part of their life, rather than myself having quite a good career, getting dementia, losing my licence, and then just, you know, getting stuck at home, not being able to provide for my family in a way that I would like to. So not only does it rob me of my future, it kind of like robs the family of their future too. And obviously, you know, the family, they do try and like hide the fact that it's devastating for them to kind of like watch me deteriorate. Now, I personally, I don't think I've deteriorated that much, but, you know, other people might say, well, it is really, you know, but definitely since I started exercising, I think the mental decline has definitely like slowed. But, you know, I've got two kids, they're still quite young, and they know that, you know, their dad's probably not going to be alive in 20 years or whatever. I don't know. I know a lot of people actually have that happen to them in their lives, but also a lot of people aren't actually don't have that looming over them, if that makes sense. I mean, a lot of people lose their fathers when they're young, you know. But that's not very nice for young kids to know that they're going to lose their father young, but they just don't know when it is. And the same for my wife. She was, before I recorded this, I remember she actually said to me, because I actually wanted her to come in and like, you know, have her say herself about what it's like living with someone with dementia, and she said she remembers the actual day and time when I was diagnosed, and when we got home she left me down here in, you know, in the front room, and she ran up the stairs and barricaded herself in a bedroom and sobbed her heart out. Well, you know, well, sometimes I actually like make a mistake, you know, with what I say, or I won't remember something that I've said like half hour ago, or I'll keep like repeating something that I've already said and not remembering that I've already said it, and I'll catch like the looks on their faces and it, you know, the look of sadness, I suppose it is. The other thing was, obviously, I've got two, like I said, I've got a couple of kids. My oldest daughter, who's like, she's, how do I put it, quite emotional, and when she found out, she completely and utterly smashed her room up. My youngest daughter, Lily, who's, well, she was 11 when I was diagnosed, and she's not quite so, she's, I wouldn't say cold, but she's more like me in that respect. You know, I'm quite, I'm not an emotional person, you know. Don't get me wrong, I do get upset and that, but not like I used to. Laid back, yeah, that's a great way of saying it. Yeah, and she sort of like has taken it in her stride, you know. But as the years have gone on, she's, according to Mum, or Fanta, sorry, she has had moments where she's cried about it as well. So, you know, like I said a little bit ago, old age dementia isn't a good thing. I'm not never saying, I'm not comparing it either, but people with young dementia need to be cut a little bit of slack too, because there's actually a lot more of us than people realise. I mean, I always used to say, people with dementia don't wear a t-shirt, but I've got this on, look, I'm a demented runner. Which is actually irony, isn't it? That's quite ironic, really. Anyway, I'm going to keep it to a minimum because I don't want to bore you in it. But if you've subscribed or whatever on YouTube or on one of the podcasts, yeah. No, hold on, I've said that wrong. If you find this interesting, or you know, you want to share or whatever, I would like it if you could subscribe on YouTube or follow on one of the podcasts. Depends how you watch or listen. I would really appreciate it. I really do think that my position is unique in the fact that I'm still young enough to tell people what it's actually like, and you know, be able to state a case on a medium, or, you know, on a medium that everyone can kind of like experience what it's like firsthand to have dementia. So please like and subscribe, it does actually mean a lot. And if you want me to talk about something else, just ask. You know, I'm not a genius at the end of the day. I just try and, you know, produce content that I think people will enjoy or learn from. So yeah, ask questions and I'll produce the content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.